Hello, I'm Seafood Source Editor Sean Murphy, and welcome to Paris. We're here at the Global Aquaculture Alliance's GOAL2013 conference, and I'm here with Communications Manager Steve Hedlund with the GAA. Steve, looking around here, it's Monday morning as we're recording. This is a little quiet, but it's not going to stay that way. You guys are expecting quite the turnout, aren't you?
Yeah, we are. We're expecting just over 300 attendees, which is up a little bit over last year. So we're very excited about this year's program.
Yeah, Paris is a great location, getting a lot of activity, a lot of people here. And tell us what we can be expecting out of this year's conference.
So this year's program is much like last year's program in that we stick with day one is always production day, which we focus on production trends and forecasts. We have Jim Anderson speaking first thing in the morning. He talks a lot about shrimp supply and demand. We have Ole Eric Leroy, who's keynoting in the morning. He's the chairman of Marine Harvest, right. The world's largest aquaculture company, and he'll be speaking a lot about salmon demand and supply. And then on day two, we tend to focus on issues and challenges. And this year, because we're in Europe, we're talking a lot about the sustainability of the fish feed supply. And
right, talk about some alternative fish feeds.
Yeah. We try to really diversify the list of panelists. We have everyone from Renderers Association to IFO to the soybean folks to alternative sources. Someone speaking about competition for feed ingredients on three people on three separate panels. So we're really trying to get everyone's take on the issues. It's really important because there seems to be an information gap there with fish feed, and we want to, part of our mission is to initiate a dialogue and get the right information out there and to close any information gaps that there may be, and that's the case with fish feed. So. And
another topic tomorrow too, they're going to be talking about EMS with regard to shrimp. I know that's a huge issue in Southeast Asia. We've been talking about it on seafoodsource.com, so we're going to have a few speakers and panelists talking about that as well.
Yeah, exactly. I'd say in addition to fish feed, perhaps EMS and shrimp is the hot button issue of the conference, and rightfully so. It's had such an impact on supply and demand this year, and we'll be speaking not only about the cause and origins of it, but specifically about how it's expected to impact supply and demand over the next year or two, and how close we are to a solution to managing the disease properly. So. And
day three is going to be a lot of talk about the retail sector and some of the trends going on in retail. Anything in particular that we should be watching for?
Well, the retailers, it's always a very popular day, led by our BAP VP of Business Development, Peter Redmond, and he always does a good job of touching on as many issues as possible. And a lot of the issues we just discussed, the retailers will give their take on. And it's really, marketplace drives everything, so it's important that we know where the retailers are coming from, because they're the ones who are in touch with the consumers. They know what consumers are thinking, and they're bridging the gap between the beginning of the production chain and consumers. So it's important that they comment on fish feed, that they comment on EMS and the shrimp supply and demand. We'll be touching on all the issues from the previous 2 days on day three with the retailers. So.
And also this week, viewers should watch out for Rungus Market. We're going to be doing a tour up there and taking some footage of one of the largest fish markets in the world. That's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Well, keep an eye out for that. We're going to have interviews all week with leaders in the aquaculture industry. So be sure to keep watching seafoodsource.com for all those interviews, and keep it here on seafoodsource.com for full coverage of GOAL2013.